Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Bridgewater Triangle Paranormal Investigators. Tonight we are here at Witch Bridge, located in Norton, Massachusetts. And the story behind this bridge is Ann Cobb. She was a resident here in Norton on Power Street. And one day, she went on her horse and buggy and rode into town to run some errands. And she left a particular item behind. So when she went to retrieve that item, she retrieved it awfully fast, and she was accused of being a witch. And after she was accused of being a witch, the rumor spread like wildfire. Chins dropped, eyebrows were raised, and she ended up passing away in the year 1778. And I'm going to assume that they named this street Power Street after her for her suspected demonic black magical powers. So this bridge crosses over the Wading River, and there's a big giant rat that just jumped into the water.
Yeah, I just heard a splash.
Yeah, there's a big old rat. Ann, are you here with us tonight? We would like to communicate with you. So far, nothing yet. Hoping to see a witch maybe fly by.
What, yeah, on a broomstick?
Or something. Paul, did you hear that? It sounded like a scream off in the distance.
Could have been, but...
Maybe it was coming from one of the houses down there, I don't know. Ann, I have a question for you. Were you a witch? What particular item did you leave behind the day you were running for errands? Food? It sounded like it said food.
And back in them days, that's what they were doing, running errands for food. Ann, are you a good spirit?
I don't think she was the Wicked Witch of the West.
No. We know you were innocent in all this. We just want to speak with you. Can you do that?
Well, we don't know. Oh, what is it?
Sure. How old were you?
It sounded like it said 24.
Saw something young. I couldn't make it out. She was wrongfully prosecuted. That's my guess.
Well, the story didn't say if she was prosecuted or if she was hung or anything like that. It just said she was accused of being a witch.
Well, we can ask her.
Were you prosecuted? Can you give us a sign that you're here with us?
Did you just hear that?
Yeah, coming from this river?
There was a scream.
Yeah, there was. Ann, can you show yourself?
We would like to know what you look like.
Ann, we just want to know your story. We want the truth.
And only you can give us the truth, Ann. We will believe you.
Ann, can you give us another sign? Another scream, maybe? Ann, that's Paul. I'm Harry. Now, there was the story of George Leonard, who made a deal with the devil.
I heard about that, actually.
Yeah,
I heard about that story.
and when he died, the devil scooped up his body, jumped out a window, and landed on a rock. So Norton has been known to have all kinds of rumors about devils and witches. Have you ever put a curse on anyone? Have you ever practiced any kind of black magic before? Ann, can you talk to me? You know what we could do? We can leave the EVP recorder somewhere, walk away and see if we pick up any kind of like talking or strange noises.
Actually, yeah. Actually, if you want, we could put it here. Sit in the car for about 3 minutes. Get out.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool?
I'm gonna leave it right here. Well, I'm not picking anything up on this recorder.
You didn't see that?
No.
This time it was at 13 that went down. What?
Didn't beep though, but it
No.
fluctuated.
Yeah. It's the first time I've seen these numbers freaking move. Alright, let's try going back this way.
Alright, so we made a discovery. We know why the meter was fluctuating. We're actually under power lines, so we'll have to stand in the middle of the bridge with the meter to get an actual accurate reading. I understand your husband was Grover. Can you tell me about him? Was he into the black arts too? What's up?
Starting to get that feeling again.
What kind of feeling?
Bad feeling like the other night. Just not as bad.
Ann, am I making you angry?
Ann, had you have any ties with the devil? Ann, were you a good witch or a bad witch?
And that's even if she was a witch at all.
Yeah, we don't even know. Were you a witch at all, Ann?
Because back then, if you just dressed differently, they would accuse you of being a witch.
Exactly.
Ann, can you tell me the name of the person who started this rumor? So in the beginning when we were here, I heard a scream. You didn't hear it though.
No, I
But
didn't.
then when we asked for her to give us a sign, we both heard a scream.
Yeah. Almost immediately.
Yeah. So I'm still waiting for a witch to fly by. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect, if she's going to be on a broomstick or what.
Forget about the broomstick. The new age now is mop.
So I would imagine, obviously, in the 1700s, this bridge would be a lot more creepy looking than this. So this was her direction of travel when she was running errands that day. The day she was accused of being a witch. And she rode by this cemetery and then continued down Main Street into town to run her errands. And because she was running her errands so fast, that's when they accused her of having magical powers. Because they thought it was impossible for her to get to one place to another that quickly. Okay, so Norton already has the legend of the devil leaving his hoof imprinted into a large stone, and now the story about Ann Cobbs. However, though, they're just legends. I know back then if you dressed differently or even looked or acted differently, then you were going to be accused of practicing witchcraft. So we were able to make communication with Ann on the bridge, and we asked her what kind of particular items she left behind that day, and she answered back, food. So it's possible that maybe she was selling some of her crops to local businesses. And then we asked her how old she was, and she answered back, 24. Let's take a listen. What particular item did you leave behind the day you were running for errands?
How old were you?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Chucky here wanted me to remind you that we asked Ann to give us a sign while we were on the bridge, and then we heard a strange scream coming from a distance. Let's check that out. Can you give us a sign that you're here with us?
Did you just hear that?
Okay, so I did some more research on Ann Cobbs, and I actually found out she wasn't prosecuted for being a witch. However, though, the whole town treated her completely different ever since that day. So ask yourself this. If she was a witch, then why didn't she cast any magical spell to make the townspeople forget about the incident? I mean, surely she had the ability to do so, especially if she was teleporting from one place to another. So that's why we don't believe she was a witch. We actually believe she was wrongfully accused. But then again, that's just our opinion. So with that said, the story of Ann Cobbs will always remain a mystery, unsolved.